This video is going to be how to make a hard-boiled egg. And what better way to do it than somebody who has never made hard-boiled eggs in their life. Well, I have, but I don't remember how. So what I'm going to do, I've got 10 eggs here that I really need to hard-boil because they're at expiration date. So the plan is I've got the 10 eggs in the pan. I'm going to cover the eggs with lukewarm water and bring it to a boil, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Since I'm a single guy, I don't have anything but this wide pan. I don't have tall pans or pots, or I don't have any of that stuff. I just, because I don't. So if you want to leave a donation to my channel, I'll go out and buy some. I'm going to pop this thing on here now. I'm going to pop it on a medium heat. And I'm going to bring the water to a boil. What you really want to do, oh, the dog's here. No, you can't be in here. This is hot water and dangerous. What you really want to do is have the eggs covered. And if I put any more water in here, this is going to be extremely dangerous it's going to be dangerous as it is to pick up and get over to the sink when I have to cool things down and drain the water. So I can't put any more water in. You can see over here the egg is not completely covered. And so that might ruin my eggs. Probably not. So you want to use lukewarm water. That's what I've got here, lukewarm water. You know, lukewarm water, hot water from the sink. Use whatever water you want. They're just eggs. If they come out bad, then throw the stuff in the garbage can and go out to the store and buy something to eat. So we are going to keep this on a medium heat. It's got a medium flame. You can see the flame down at the bottom. It's always neat to look at a flame. Normally I wouldn't be able to do a video like this because, as I said, a single guy, and this place has always been just an absolute mess. Couldn't even see the stove a couple weeks ago, but my place is going to be getting termite fumigated soon. I'm going to ramble. I talk a lot, so if you don't want to watch this video, then just hit stop now. But all my videos are talking. So it's going to be termite fumigated soon, and they're going to need access to the place. And I didn't want anybody, I don't want a stranger coming in here. My place was an absolute mess. You couldn't even go from one end of the room to the other because there was junk all over the floor. So I threw out almost half the stuff that I owned, and I decided, hey, it's time I get my life together and put things away, organize things, sort things out. So I did that. I'm missing a key. I can't find a really important key because I did the cleaning up, which is just typical of you do something good and oops. So, but the stove is clean. All the pots and pans, I threw out most of them. They were scratched up, and I thought, what do you need them for? Well, you need them for a video like this on how to cook eggs, obviously. So, but I threw all that stuff away. If I need them, if I need something, I'll go out and buy it. Lots of utensils, threw a lot of that stuff away. Wooden spoons and just junk that we all save in life, and you look at it later and you go, what the heck do I have this stuff for? So, but I can see the floor, I can see my 9 guitars, I can see everything except, I can even see Russia. Yeah. Sarah told me I could see that. So, I can make a video like this because check this out. I mean, this is just incredible. Not only is there nothing on the stove, but it's really clean. I cleaned it because I'm not using it much. Why am I not using it much? I rescued a dog. Check out my videos. I rescued a dog almost 9 months ago, and I don't cook as much as I used to. I don't do a lot of stuff as much as I used to. Until I get this whole thing figured out, I'm just made my life simpler, cleaning things up so the dog has a place to stay, has places to sleep. Used to have stuff. I've got to talk during a video because you're going to watch the whole thing from the. Let me turn the heat up a little bit. It's supposed to be a medium heat, but if I do medium heat with this water, I'll be here for 2 years. So I had a whole bunch of stuff on my massage chair. Didn't get a chance to use it. That's what most of us do. You buy a weight bench, you use it for storing clothes. You buy a massage chair, you put junk on it. You buy an elliptical machine, you use it to hang your clothes on. So I had stuff all over the massage chair. And while I was cleaning, I looked at it and I went, what in the world am I doing here? This looks terrible. So I got out the vacuum and took off the couple inches of dust on it and washed all the clothes that were on there. Some of them I kept, some I threw away. And the dog sleeps on the massage chair now. And I got to tell you, when I see her jump on that chair, I smile. I'm as happy as could be. I love it. Now that I got the bedroom cleaned up a little bit, she sleeps under the bed. She crawls under the bed and hides sometimes. I love it. She sleeps all in different corners and different sections of the carpet. Things are cleaned up. Not 100%, but almost there. So the fumigation thing, it's like all stuff in life. Sometimes it can be a nightmare, but you got to make the good out of the bad, and that's what I did. Emptied out most of the freezer. Found some stuff in there that was, wow, I couldn't believe it. I thought I had everything under control, but I had some stuff in there that was 3 years old. Woo! Had some stuff in the cabinets. I'm always checking the dates on the cabinets, but I had stuff in there that was 6 years old. So all that stuff went in the garbage. It's nothing unusual. We all do that. Everybody does that. Maybe it's a rare person that puts dates on everything and looks at them. So I got the place cleaned up, and it looks good. So you want to take the water, lukewarm water. Yeah, this is going to take forever. Just absolutely going to take forever. There's a timing thing in here where it's going to have to stay covered and cool, and I'm not going to keep the video on there going for that time because, hey, this video will be going forever. Alright, water is getting closer to boiling. Let me zoom in. I'm always fascinated by stuff like this. What's really neat, I'm not going to do it, but what's really neat is when you have something like this and you zoom in on a flame and then you go slow motion so you can see what it really looks like. I love slow motion. Slow motion's fascinating when you do video. Maybe I'll do that. The problem when you go slow motion, something like this that is 10 seconds of video, you do it in slow motion and your video just goes for minutes and minutes. But I'm zoomed in on the flame. Check out that flame. Beautiful. And if you are doing this on an electric stove or range, then you won't be able to see this flame. So you're going to have to go to the store, buy a new range, new stove, throw the old one out and put a new one in so that you can see the same flame. And that, unless you have a flame like this, you cannot boil eggs. You can only make hard-boiled eggs on a gas stove, gas flame. Boy, this is taking forever. I'm going to crank this up. I'm probably going to ruin it because if you heat it too much, you could run into big problems. I really want to kind of move this thing around a little bit so that the rest of the egg can get heated, but I'm worried that I'm going to break it as I do it, and it might end up back in the same position. Ooh, it's bubbling around. Okay, so I'm moving it around a little. I don't know that that's going to make any difference because it just zips back over to the same side, and I'm probably going to cause a disaster here, an egg disaster of all things. So the water is starting to heat up. I don't know how hot it is. What is boiling? Isn't boiling like 212 degrees or something? Let's crank this thing on. 76 degrees in the room. You can't see the thermometer. What good is a thermometer if you can't see it in the video? Let me try to get this up a little higher. Woo, I'm going to burn my hands. Burn my hands for a video. The hair on my arms, it's starting to burn off now. Alright, I'd have to call the paramedics soon. Do not do this at home. Do not do what I'm doing on this video. It's only 100. Ow, that's hot. I got some really neat gloves that I did a review on. Let me put these things on. These gloves are incredible. I just did a review on these. And I'm going to put them on the wrong hand because I want to get this thing going. So let's see, where are we at now? Nope, get away from here. Hot water, go out of the room. The dog is next to me all the time. She follows me all around. She's always looking at my eyes. She watches everything that I do. She's a good dog. She's a real good dog. Good rescue dog. She was abused. We don't know how badly, but the groomer, when I first brought her to the groomer said this dog's been abused. The shelter agrees with me. She was abused. The trainer at the shelter said she was abused. I saw the video of her at the kill shelter. Yeah, she didn't look too good. Why is this only at 162 degrees? It's going to take forever. I'm going to shut off the video. Be back in a minute. Totally ridiculous. Well, there's a lot of water in here, and like I said, I don't have the right pan for this. We're only at 185 degrees. This thing's been going forever. If I had a smaller pan or smaller pot, then I'd probably be able to do this a little quicker. Let me zoom in on that. Maybe I'll slow this down with slow motion so you can check that out. That would be kind of interesting, seeing the bubbling and the heat, the smoke rising. So it gave me a chance to wash all the dishes. I had 4 dishes in the sink, and that was another thing. I used to have dishes in the sink all the time. Nope, not anymore. Well, I do, but I wash them during the day, or I wash them at the end of the night. So I used to have a dish rack that blocked the left side of the sink. Now I've got it on the counter until I buy a little water drip pan, so I have a towel underneath. So the sink is clean, the stove is clean. Most of the counters are there. Not yet. Got to clean up the counters a little more. Bathroom counter, got to clean that up. Still have a bunch of junk on the bed. Got to clean that up. Stuff on the bedroom floor. But overall, this place looks like a totally different place. So somebody came over last week. They walked in and said, "Wow, what is this? A dog store?" 9 beds. I think she's got 8 beds, 9 beds, something like that, and a ton of toys all over the floor. All right, we're almost at the boiling point. Not good. I'm running out of batteries here. I should have charged this thing up. Did a couple videos yesterday, 3 videos. Might have to go to AC power because we need to watch this thing. That's important. I have backup batteries. They're still in a box, not charged. Told you, I'm busy. Alright, so you got to wait until this thing boils. Where are we at with the temperature here? Taking a long time. Don't want to burn my arms. 154, 180. Before I was at 185. 193, 195, 197, 198. Ow, my fingers. 200, 201. So we've got to get another 12 degrees on here, and then we'll be okay. Maybe I'll zoom in on that too. Not yet. So, to learn how to boil eggs, this video is probably going to be 30 minutes. Wow. And now I'm running out of battery power. Maybe I can get an extension cord and plug in some auxiliary power. Auxiliary power. I didn't say that right. Let me shut this off. There we go. Do I have power on here? I've got some AC power. Good, we're good now. That looks like it's boiling. It's kind of a slow boil, but you want to boil for 2 minutes. So we're at 6:16 p.m. How did I get my power? Let me show you this, because this is really kind of neat. I just did a video on this, and I want to show it to you. I needed to get a couple feet of extra extension for the cord, and I plugged in my power cord to this thing. I just did a review on this. It's really awesome. Seriously, check this out. It's a mini power strip, and I think I did a video review a couple days ago on this thing. I could plug the camera straight into the USB thing, but I'm going strictly AC. So this is a real neat portable power strip. And the gloves that I just used, I also did a review on these a while ago. Yinin, very nice gloves. They will stop your hands from getting burned. Oven, barbecue. So let's get back to the water. There we go. It's kind of a boil. I guess it's a boil. If you that's the whole thing. If it's boiling too much, do you ruin the eggs? This thing's been going forever. I probably started this video 20 minutes ago. It was just going to be how to make eggs and how to boil eggs in a few minutes, and it's going to be how to boil eggs in a year. So It takes a long time to boil. Some people, they boil the water, then they throw the eggs in. Other people, they put the eggs in, then they boil the water. Some people let it sit for a while. Some people let it boil on the fire and then cover it up. Other people shut off the fire and cover it. There's so many different ways. So this is just the way I'm going to be doing it. 16, 17, 18. Okay, I think we're at about 2 minutes of boiling. Let me zoom in so I want to slow this down for slow motion. We'll make this video really long. Okay, I'm going to give this one more minute. 16, 17, it's really gone past like 2 minutes. I got to get the dog away from here. What I'm going to do now, what you want to do is you want to boil the water and then you want to shut off the heat. You want to shut off the heat, and then you need to have a tight cover. Tight is always the best. The tighter the better. Tight cover. This is glass. It shouldn't shatter, but cover it up. We are at 6:19. You want to keep this for 11 minutes. You want to keep it covered for 11 minutes. You want to take it off the heat. So if you have a gas stove, then I know the metal's going to be warm, but if you got gas, then you can just leave it there. If you have electric, then you really want to get it off of the coils, because the coils are going to stay hot for a long, long time. So we are now at 6:19. I'm going to come back at 6:30 after this has been in there for 11 minutes, and that's the dangerous part, especially because of this pan. I've got to pick up this really heavy, awkward pan and get it over to the sink, and I'm going to use cold water, and I'm going to drain everything, which is not the best thing. You really don't want to use cold water on a boiling hot pan. Not good for the metal, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the sink. I'm going to cool it down, run some water over there, drain it for a few times, and then I'm going to finish the video and show you what you have to do next. If you like my videos, thumbs up, subscribe, or like. If there's something you want me to review, if I can get a hold of it, I'll do the review. If you want to leave a donation to my channel to help me out with all this stuff, ask for my PayPal info, and I will be back. Back to the video. 11 minutes. It's really been 12, but yeah, who cares? 12 minutes, 11 minutes, 10 minutes, 9 minutes, boiling, who knows? Maybe I'm going to overcook them. I don't know. Can you overcook an egg? A hard-boiled egg? It's hard-boiled. What would happen? Would it be called the hard-boiled egg? So the thing's steaming away. What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to have to put this in the sink. Let me get the camera positioned over there. Okay, this is the dangerous part. I really should have shoes on, because if this water hits my feet, I'm going to be in trouble. Dog is not in the room. Going really slowly. Oh boy, is this heavy. This is really heavy. I'm going to pour this away. I don't even know if I don't know if this is showing up on the camera. And I shouldn't even be looking. I'm going to go turn the thing so I can see, which is really dangerous, but I want my video to be awesome. So if I burn myself... Oh, well, it's getting hot. Now I can't lift this. All right, so you want to get the hot water out of there. Ooh, I can't see now. All right, dog, nope, don't come in here. Don't come in. The dog's like my supervisor. She watches everything. I call her inspector. So what you want to do now... No, stay there. You can't come in here. Dangerous. Danger, danger. She's looking at me like, what are you talking about? So you want to... No. You want to get cold water on there, and you want to drain this thing a few times. Well, I'm not picking up a boiling hot pan. I already did that. So I'm just going to wait for this thing to cool down a little bit. And good girl. Good girl. Very good. I'll take off the glove now. Because when you have something that's boiling hot, you want to take off a glove and burn your hand to see if it's cooled down. The water's still kind of warm. Nope. Go back. Go back. The problem is that she's a really good rescue dog. She's a wonderful dog. I absolutely adore her. I spent a fortune on this dog. Anything I want to get her or that she needs, I do. Just love her. Hi, little lady. How's my girl? Oh, now she's walking. No, you can't come in here yet. Yeah, I guess she can't come in here. So I don't know what happened with the people who owned her before, but I've been training her. Where I got her from, they said she just she didn't listen. She didn't want to listen. And they were amazed that she was as well trained as she is now. So I spend a lot of time with her, and I train her all the time, but a lot of times when I say no, she just thinks I'm going to do what I want to do, and she looks up at me, looks me in the eye, and says, don't tell me not to do something. She's a very stubborn girl, really good girl, real good dog. So the eggs are a little warm. So what you want to do now is you want to get some water, cold water. And I really should put this on the burner, but I'm not going to. You want to get some cold water, and then you want to get some ice. Let me go grab some ice. You hear the ice maker in the background. If you have ice maker problems, go check my video out. That ice maker wasn't working. I got it working. I have a video. I got a video on everything. So now it's making ice. And you want to put this thing in here. What time is it now? We're at 6:36. I told you this video's been going for how many hours? And the one thing I know, with YouTube videos, the average view is about 3.5 minutes. So no one is going to watch this video. No one's going to watch it all the way to the end. If you watched it to the end and you hear this part, thank you. People scan through videos and they scroll through really fast, but most people have just a really short attention span. They don't watch anything nowadays. And would you want to watch a 45-minute video on how to make eggs? Probably not. So we got it at 6:36, 37. What you want to do now, so what we did is you take the water, you want to use lukewarm water or warm water. I don't know who Luke is, so lukewarm water or John water. You want to take some water and you want to put it in the pan, and then you want to bring the water to a boil. I know I could have said this in 1 minute at the beginning. You bring the water to a boil, and then after it's boiling, you keep it boiling for about 2 minutes. If you don't want to do 2 minutes, do 2 minutes and 3 seconds or 2 minutes and 8 seconds. And then you shut off the boil, you put a cover over there, a tight lid on the top, and you let it stand for 11 minutes. If you don't like 11 minutes, do 11:11 or 11:10 seconds, whatever you want to do. 11 minutes, 12 minutes. And they're only eggs. And then you take the cover off and carefully get over to the sink, drain the water, put water on there to drain it and cool it down a little bit. That's what this is doing. And then you fill it up with water and you put some ice in there and let it sit for 3 minutes. So we're 36, 37, 38. So we have about another minute. And then you take it out and you look at it. You have to look at the egg for 13 seconds. If you don't watch it for 13 seconds, this will not work. When you get to the 13 seconds, then you can attempt to peel it. So why am I doing this? I bought 5 dozen eggs at the big box store. Why? I don't know. I don't eat that many eggs, and I don't use yolks, not too healthy. So I bought 5 dozen eggs, and I think I'm close to the expiration date. Very close or maybe over. So I just wanted to boil 10 eggs, and I bought a big king size. Hey, I told you I'm a single guy. Bought one of those big king size cans of tuna. And normally I just buy a small can of tuna, and then I just take the tuna, put it on a plate, and I eat it. If I have some relish, I put relish on there. But I thought, all right, let me make some real tuna. So I got the big can, king size, the big humongous can of tuna, and I bought 10 eggs, and I got some relish. Went over to bought some relish from my mom, and I've got some left over. So I'm going to put some relish in there and eggs, and I don't use mayo because it's all fattening and it's not healthy for you. But I got her some mayo. She wanted some, so I've got some leftover. So I'm going to throw in the mayo and the relish and the eggs and the tuna. What am I going to do? This can is humongous. I can't. There's enough food for a lot of people. All right. Oh, I've been talking too much. Nah, that would never happen. Okay, so the water's really cold. That's what you want to do is you want to get some ice water. Ah, boy. Even the dog walked out of the room. She said, I just can't handle any more of this video. Woo, that's cold. That's really cold. Okay, so the whole point of the video now is to see was to see how to make a hard-boiled egg and if it works. And not only that, let's get this turned down a little bit. Got to dry the water off my hands so I don't ruin the video camera. All right, so let's go down over there. So we've got the egg, and it feels a little warm still. Every time I have seen people make hard-boiled eggs, the shell sticks to the egg, or they pound it around, and they've got all these things. You got to put vinegar in there, you got to put salt in there, you got to do this, that. Nah, this is how I did it. It's either going to be a disaster or it's going to be awesome. Hit. Where's the dog? I can't believe she's not coming in here saying, "Is there food for me?" So I don't know if this is going to be cooked. I don't know if the shell is going to stick. It feels like the shell is going to stick. I've got some other videos some awesome cooking videos on how to make chocolate chip cookies on the stove. That was a real nightmare. I've just got some cool videos, some really neat stuff. I'm impressed with my videos. Oh, wow, look at this. This is actually peeling. I can't believe it. I guess I can believe it. I am amazing. I'm absolutely amazing. This is incredible. Check that out, people. I have never... People have asked me to peel eggs for them before, and they always stick. This is a beautiful thing. Look at this. Get the shell off of here. I'm gonna be able to make my tuna. And let's face it, a man who's got tuna is a happy man. All right, no laughing over there. Wow, look how old this is. I just don't. Somebody gave this to me. Look how cheap and rinky-dink this whole thing is. I've never even used it. It's an egg slicer, dicer, or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the video. Let's see how this works. Let's see what it looks like inside. Dog's all excited. She wants to go for her walker like 7 times a day. She doesn't need it, but she acts like she needs it, and then I take her, and then she doesn't do anything. Okay. Wow, this is a real bad egg cutter. But it's working. Let's look inside. Yeah, it's working. It's kind of messing the egg up here. So let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like inside. The yolk I'm impressed with myself. Not only did the shell not stick, but it's nicely cooked. It's not overcooked. It's not undercooked. Let me taste it. The yolk was warm. Oh my God, it's that good. All right, people. That is how you make hard-boiled eggs for tuna. Maybe, just maybe, I will continue the video. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get all these eggs and I'm going to add on to the video, or maybe I'll make another video how to make tuna salad. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to take the dog out right now at 6:45, take her out before the sun sets, and then I'll take her out again later. So I will be back in a little bit. I know everybody's waiting because this is video, and I will show you how to make tuna salad. Bachelor way.